Hey everyone, you can input more data than ever before into today's large language models. But what can you do to stretch those boundaries? Today, I'll demonstrate practical steps to make the most out of these long context windows. We'll use the official Google Cloud Python samples repository for a demonstration. Let's dive right in. First things first, let's understand the scale. Let's see how big this sample repo is. Using a tool called RepoMix, a quick scan shows around 56 million tokens. Okay, that's not going to fit in our 1 million token window. Our first line of attack is the sledgehammer. We're going to filter out unessential file types for a high level understanding of the LLM. For a code repository, this could be data files like CSVs or JSON files, or static assets like images or CSS. Many tools have features to ignore specific file patterns with an ignore or an exclude flag. And just by doing that, look at the difference. We're down to 2.8 million tokens. That's a massive cut, but we're still at 3 times the target. Next up, let's try compression. Some tools can strip out things like comments and white space to further reduce the token count. Running that brings us down to 1.8 million tokens, getting a lot closer, but not all the way there. So what if you want a broad overview of a large data set while still meeting a strict token limit? A helpful tool I found for this is Yuck. It can prioritize files within a token budget using your Git history and other rules you can define to infer the importance. So let's target this 1 million token budget using Yuck on our broadly filtered content. And there we go. Yuck selected a much smaller subset of tokens well within our target. Now you might be thinking, is all this effort worth it? Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the benefits. So this goes beyond just fitting things within a target window. First, let's talk about cost. LLM APIs typically charge per token. If you can get the same quality answer using 50,000 tokens instead of 500,000, you're saving real money, especially with frequent use. Second, latency, how fast you get a response. Fewer tokens usually means shorter processing times, key to a good experience. And finally, answer relevancy. Flooding a model with too much information, especially irrelevant details, can dilute its focus. So we've learned that the massive context windows are powerful, but even they have their limits. Smart prompt optimization can really help. What are your go-to techniques for this? Share your tips in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Hey everyone, you can input more data than ever before into today's large language models. But what can you do to stretch those boundaries? Today, I'll demonstrate practical steps to make the most out of these long